welcome to Coastal Living. Now, you know, Valentine's Day is right around the corner, but guess what? Galentine's is a really big deal too now, and you might feel like you missed the boat on that opportunity. Worry not, I have you covered with some inspiration on last-minute ideas to still get a little celebration in. Otherwise, don't sweat it. There's always next year, right? And 1,000 other holidays to celebrate. Now, speaking of things to celebrate, we are ready for the annual Singer-Songwriter Corpus Christi Songwriters Festival right here in the Coastal Bend. We're very, very excited for this event. We're going to give you all the details on what to expect and so much more. So thanks for joining us. It's Coastal Living. If you can believe it, it is time once again for the annual Singer-Songwriter Festival, something that has become a part of our culture here in the Coastal Bend. And today I have the famous Garrett Whelan, local singer-songwriter and just absolutely awesome artist all around, to talk about the festival and what we can expect, because now it's a big old 3-day thing.
I know, it's expanded. It's going to be, there's a lot of heavy hitters this year.
Yeah.
We've got an artist coming that has been covered by Miranda Lambert.
Wow.
We have an artist playing that's CMA Texas Artist of the Year.
So cool.
It's gonna, yeah, and so basically it's 3 days, like you were saying. Starts on Valentine's Day in the evening at a place called Barbecue Man off of 37. New barbecue place, very cool. Has a very nice big room for us to do the songs in, and they're gonna be catering, and the food is great.
Nice.
And so we're gonna do that in the evening. Saturday we're gonna do a workshop at the Art Center CC. With Heather Little, who's our artist, on Friday night, and she's going to be talking about authenticity in songwriting. And so, yeah, and I think it's going to be a longer song workshop, and I think she's probably going to have some folks play if they want.
Nice.
You know? And then the afternoon, we will be at Executive Surf Club all day. From 2 to 5 if you come out, or the Texas Music Office has funded so there's a free, so that
window of opportunity to
there's
come
a
in
free
and
event for you guys. Texas Music Office has done that. I will be playing in that free event. A couple of great heavy hitters from all over the place. I didn't mention, but our artists are from all over the place. We've got,
not just South Texas.
No,
all
so
of Texas and a few other states.
Yeah,
right?
we've got lots of folks from Texas, some folks from Austin. We've got some Nashville folks. We've got some folks from the Carolinas. And we've got 10 local artists this year too. And so we're kind of, so we still have the local angle. And then we'll be at that evening at Executive Surf Club will be the paid part of the show, but that evening is going to be a lot of other heavy hitters. Tom Shepard is playing that night. He's our headliner. He's the CMA artist I was talking about. He's amazing. And then Sunday morning we're going to have a brunch at House of Rock. Then we're going to go over to K-Space, and there's going to be a couple workshops. One by my good friend George Inslee, who's a songwriter from up in the Austin area, about soldier songs. So we're going to be talking about veterans and teaching veterans how to write songs for themselves. Kind of an empowerment thing that he's been doing for a while. And then after that, we're going to have several people on a panel talking about copyright and PROs and all these crazy things that musicians don't like to think about, but we need to. Freddie Martinez Jr. will be in that. Andrew Delaney, Natalie Price, those two folks run a festival in Austin called Southwest Regional Folk Alliance Conference. They're going to be leading that as well. And then that evening, for the rest of the night, we're going to be at House of Rock.
Very cool.
Yeah, and it's going to be, it's just non-stop amazing artists. This year we have 30 altogether. I guarantee you you're going to find a new favorite artist at this place.
I love that. Yeah, we do have so much talent here, and a lot of people are consistently writing new original music right here in the Coastal Bend. You'd be surprised. It doesn't take much to just dig a little and find out we have some insane talent across the board. And so you guys have a few different ticket opportunities. If you want to attend just one portion of it, we can buy a single ticket for one part of the event, or you can buy a VIP pass to get you the whole weekend.
The whole thing, and it's all on ccsongwriters.com. It's a breakdown of every event, a breakdown of all the ticketing, and then remember there is the free show on Saturday afternoon at Surf Club.
Great.
Thanks to the Texas Music Office.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna try to take my little ones out there. I think they need to be exposed to that.
That's when I play, so come hang out.
All right, cool. So we're gonna go see Garrett and all the talent from around the USA, really, right here in South Texas. What an opportunity, right? So get online, visit the website, get your tickets today, and make plans to hype up your Valentine's weekend with a little live original music.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I dig it. What a creative date night, right?
I know.
I dig it. Okay, cool. We'll see you guys at the Singer-Songwriter Festival. Congratulations, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Clarissa. Thank you, guys.
This year is flying by, and it almost seems like the holiday hustle never ended. Am I right? Either way, Valentine's Day is coming at full speed, and if that holiday wasn't enough, we added another one, Galentine's. This is honestly a really great concept and a wonderful opportunity to make space for your fellow gal pals and celebrate friendship. Don't worry, guys, I think Palentine's is a thing now too, so if you need a night out with the boys, go ahead and throw that one out there. Either way, we're cutting it pretty close, and it may be too late to arrange an extravagant celebration with a flower bar and a full catered menu. Yes, I've seen this online, and although the aesthetic is so cute, it's reasonable to say the majority of us do not have time to organize an event like this anyway. So if you do want to make a last-ditch effort to squeeze some quality time in with your pals, here are a couple of ideas. You could throw together a last-minute dinner plan, pick a restaurant, invite your crew, no pressure, but if you do want to level up, you could each do like a gift exchange and have everyone bring a small gift and get creative with exchanging them at dinner. You could also just invite some friends over for a pajama party, throw on some rom-com movies, and veg out to your favorite snacks. If you're not a big party planner, just ask everyone to bring a dish or even grab a few items from their favorite restaurant. It can be a surprise, and you can have a buffet-style menu. Truly, these holidays are all about celebrating love and quality friendship, so you could just ditch the dinner altogether and go get a pedicure with your bestie. Enjoy a glass of wine, sprinkle a little cheese man there, and you'll leave with cute nails. If you don't have a big friend group, don't feel bad. Just take your kid, your parents, or even your sibling out for some quality time. You're going to have a blast. Either way, I'm here to give you a little inspo on how to celebrate last minute, since I myself am a huge procrastinator, but I'm also here to remind you that it's okay to go all out on some years and to skip it altogether on others. Don't compare yourself or your life to what you see on the internet, because it's all curated to make us feel like we need to have more and do more. Honestly, you're doing great. Keep it up.
It's a huge life change. Losing large amounts of weight can make us healthier, even happier, but some believe it can also lead to other changes.
In general, anytime somebody undergoes a significant change in their life, it will impact their relationship.
Psychologist Leslie Heinberg with Cleveland Clinic says that impact can be positive or negative. Since GLP-1 drugs are new, it's unclear how weight loss due to the medicine may affect relationships, but there are studies into the toll weight loss surgery can take.
Although most relationships remain intact, there is a significant increased likelihood to get married in the 5 years after weight loss surgery, as well as an increased likelihood to become separated or divorced after bariatric procedures.
Heinberg says negative impacts can happen when a partner isn't 100% on board with diet changes or shifts in physical activity. There may also be a change in sexual desire, which can put a strain on a relationship. To avoid problems with a partner, she says to find new, healthy ways to connect, keep the lines of communication open, and let them know how to support you.
Most relationships weather the storm and find new ways to come together.
Well, it's the week of love, and let's be real, every week should be the week of love, but this one is special since Valentine's is this Friday. That means chocolates, flowers, jewelry, oh my! Then, of course, the perfect night out. But why not just a night in, watching TV? Hear me out. Watching TV together could be great for your relationship. Research found staying home and watching a show can provide benefits for closer relationships, particularly when you lack shared friends or social networks. A couples counselor suggests this idea to couples who are having some tension or even some difficulty connecting. Imagine just being with your partner, watching a TV show, enjoying each other's company, not talking about family, kids, or finances. And if you think about it, you could literally do this whenever. It doesn't have to be Valentine's Day. You can make it a weekly date, and it doesn't cost a lot of money. So what are some best practices? Be consistent, set a time for the show and, of course, each other. Devices are put aside, be in the moment, and enjoy your space together. And like with many things, communicate or don't, whatever toots your horn. Now, on the flip side, if you're not celebrating Valentine's this year, here are 2 different options to honor an ex. Backed by popular demand, San Antonio Zoo's world-famous Cry Me a Cockroach fundraiser starts at $5. This event offers people a hilarious and cathartic way to exterminate the past. Get it? The zoo will name a cockroach, a rodent, or even a vegetable after your ex and feed it to a zoo animal. Donors get a Valentine's Day card to download and a special video with one of the zoo's residents. Further north, or for a $10 donation at the Fort Worth Zoo, they will dedicate a pound of poo to the crappy person of your choice. A third-party company will transform the excrement into compost. You'll be emailed a special certificate for your donation to the Do Some Good campaign. Get it? Maybe it's the Do Some Good campaign. Of course, this is all in good fun and supports a great cause, wildlife conservation efforts. So, I mean, at least you dated that loser for something. We're off to a great start and we're having so much fun, but you know, every Wednesday we try to get into a little bit of health and wellness, right? We like to make sure that you are on the road to a better life, and of course, diet and exercise is so important, but we want to make sure you know about some things that could come up in life as well. The doctor is in the house when we return, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back on Coastal Living. Today we are back at South Texas Brain and Spine Center. I'm here with Dr. Lewis, and we have had the opportunity to weekly visit some issues that you may be dealing with in your own personal life, physical pains that you struggle with, and we're here today to get some answers, maybe some home remedies for you, or to find out if you really need to come in for a doctor visit. So it's great to be here with you today, doctor.
Yes, thank you.
Of course. Today we're talking about infamous sciatic pain, and I think a lot of us deal with this regardless of your lifestyle or even your age. Talk to me a little bit about what causes this pain.
Well, sure. Low back pain is very common. 90% of people will suffer low back pain in their lifespan, and it can often radiate down into the hips. They can have trouble radiating down to the legs. The big toe is very common, and people find themselves leaning over the shopping cart when they go to the grocery store.
Yes. Now, speaking of leaning, does this pain that we're experiencing have anything to do with the fact that we're constantly hunched over in that way, whether you're sitting at a desk or staring at your phone? Can that cause sciatic pain?
For sure. But we're upright creatures, and gravity over time takes its toll.
Fixing my posture as we speak.
Yes.
Okay.
And that can cause problems with the discs. And there are 5 bones in the lower back, and the most common ones that give us trouble are between the 4th and 5th bone and the 5th bone in your tailbone.
Okay.
And then as we go along in life, when we're young, in our 20s and 30s, we have a nice healthy disc like this.
Okay.
And then in our 40s and 50s, we can get bulging discs that look like this.
Yes.
Or we can get a herniated disc where it's pushed out even more. People often ask about that.
Interesting.
Yeah, protruding disc means the same thing, a slip disc. And then as we get into our 60s and 70s with arthritis, we can get some degeneration of the disc or wearing down, and that's why we get shorter and more bent over as we get older.
Very interesting.
Yeah, and when we have a pinched nerve in the lower back, gravity takes over and can pinch on the nerves. And so when we flex forward using a cane or a walker or a shopping cart, that gets the pressure off the nerves, and that's why people bend over.
Wow. Okay, so this is inevitable as we age, but are there things that we can do in our daily lives to prevent or sort of slow down the process of this?
Absolutely, that's a great question. Oftentimes we can use stretching exercises, 10 minutes in the morning or 10 minutes at night. Ice packs are great to reduce inflammation. And of course there are a variety of medications, balms and things of that sort over the counter that you can get to help reduce the inflammation.
Very good. Okay, so I ask this question every time, but at what point do we determine whether or not it's time to have medical or professional intervention?
Well, if you start having trouble with sleeping at nighttime, you can't do things around the house like housework or yard work, or you start missing work because of it, then come on in and see us.
And as far as over-the-counter remedies for that, what would you suggest?
Anti-inflammatory medications are often the best. Topical ointments like that you see in your pharmacy will help too.
Okay, and if those things aren't working, it is time to come see Dr. Lewis and the other doctors here at South Texas Brain and Spine Center. When you stop by, don't forget to mention Coastal Living sent you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Coastal Living's Doctor in the House is paid for by South Texas Brain and Spine Center.
It's called a silent disease because there are no symptoms of early stage osteoporosis. It's usually found after a fracture or during screening.
It's just a matter of age and time and non-use of your bones that it slowly develops.
Dr. Paul Lewis with the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center says osteoporosis screening isn't invasive but critical as it can detect the condition before bones are broken. New guidelines recommend all women over age 65 have a bone mineral density test. Women of any age at increased risk for the disease are also advised to be screened.
It's almost as simple as getting x-rays taken. You lay on the table, they focus on the hip or the spine or your wrist, and a score is computed from that.
That score helps determine bone density. If it's low, Lewis says there are several medications that can stop bone loss or help build bone back. Consistently doing weight-bearing exercises or aerobics can also help prevent the disease. He says the new recommendations are due to an increase in injuries and even deaths linked to these types of fractures in the last 7 years.
The jury's still out on men getting screened, but typically men with risk factors of osteoporosis should be screened as well. That decision, though, comes between the patient and their physician.
Mindful of the importance of inclusivity across the board, right? Well, today I have Terry Mills here with Their Day Foundation, partnering up with the Ready or Not Foundation to build, get this, an all-inclusive park. All the kids, sensory-friendly, handicap-accessible, and I am so excited to share this movement with everybody. So, Terry, talk to me about how this came to fruition and how we can help as a community.
First of all, Clarissa, thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here. I want to share this information with you as well as our audience. This came together talking with former County Judge Barbara Canales about an idea that we had to make a park for everybody, whether you have neurodiversities, some type of missing limbs, or in a wheelchair, whatever the disability is. We want to pay forward for the community because we don't have something like that here. Now, we do have some parks, but they're not 100% sensory type.
Yes.
This will be 100% sensory with the cushion foam, with the different type of playground equipment, so forth and so on. And it's just amazing.
A beautiful concept, and we've seen the success in other cities, and we're inspired by that success and inspired by the inclusivity. Again, especially as a parent, I think realizing, gosh, there aren't a lot of resources for me here. What can I do to keep my child entertained and make them understand that they are a part of this community and that they are loved? So what is it, and how can we get involved?
Next week, on Thursday and Friday, which is going to be the 13th and 14th at Luby's Cafeteria on Saratoga, they're going to give 15% of their total sales back to us to go toward the equipment. 100%. That 100% goes toward the equipment, goes toward the playground, and we're so excited. And I want to thank Mr. Medina and Mr. Romero from Luby's.
Yes.
Because when we approached them with the idea, they loved it. And they wanted to make a difference. What a way to make a difference. And not only that, we want to have high attendance both days.
Of course. And what a great cause. Hopefully this inspires more people to reach out, get in touch with you, and find ways to donate. So if we can make it to Luby's, great. That's on the 13th and 14th. If we can't make it that day, how can we donate directly? Or if you have a big title sponsored, I know you have a few tiers that we can donate at.
We have several tiers that you can donate at. You can hit us up on our website, DaireDayFoundation.org. Our Instagram at Dare Day Foundation, Facebook, Dare Day Foundation, LLC.
Beautiful.
And we have the QR code out there. If you want to reach me directly, 361-548-9489. Again, there's 361-548-9489. You say, you know what, I want to just email him, daredayfoundation@gmail.com. And you know what I like about this? This is a community event. It's not a Clarissa event, it's not a Terry, it's all of us take ownership of this.
Absolutely.
And the good thing about it, you have companies that are saying, you know what, we're going to jump on board. You know, we have to raise $650,000. That is not a lot of money when you put it, compare it to a child that needs to go somewhere that's in a wheelchair that would like to swing in one of those special built swings.
Of course.
that's nothing. What a way to make a big difference. There's a lot of companies that say we do this, we do that. Put your checkbook to your mouth.
I love that. Yeah.
Put your checkbook to your mouth. Yes, because you know what? And I'm not putting nobody down. I'm just talking about what I'm talking about. People brag and advertise. Come brag with us.
Yeah.
Come brag with us. Come brag for that child that's in the wheelchair. Come brag for that child that don't have no limbs. Come brag for that child that has cancer. Just come brag and help us out. Brag, okay?
Brag with your wallet, okay?
Yes.
And help donate to this great cause.
Or your debit or credit card.
Anything.
Yeah,
Yeah, Cash
anything.
App, Zelle. We'll take the money. We'll figure it out.
Venmo, baby, Venmo.
So you have all the information you need there on your screen, and let's all donate to this incredible cause
Absolutely.
and help make a difference in our community. Thank you
I
so
thank
much.
you so much. I thank you, thank you,
course.
thank you, thank you so much.
Of course. Here today on the show. Thank you so much for joining us. As usual, I want to thank all of our fantastic guests for contributing and inspiring us to be better versions of ourselves and also just to like survive life because it's a tough road out there. Am I right? Now let's keep the conversation going at Coastal Living TV on Facebook and Instagram. Also, don't forget if you head over to our YouTube channel at Coastal Living TV Corpus Christi, you can find all your favorite episodes commercial free and pick apart your favorite segments as well to share online. We love your support. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fun and great day, and we'll see you tomorrow on Coastal Living.